Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and take a look at Geogebra. Now, from your Chromebooks to launch Geogebra, if it's not already in the launcher, you can go to All Apps, and it'll be under one of these two windows here. And you have the Geogebra icon. So you go ahead and hit the Geogebra icon, and it will pull up Geogebra. Now, one of the things you have to do first, the very first thing you have to do is ensure that you are signed in. Now, it may already sign you in based on your Google account, but if not, simply go up to the File menu, go down to Sign In, and when you sign in, let's use the advantages of Google. Don't put in a username or password, just hit Google, and it will load your profiles because you're already logged in as a school account. Now, having logged in is important because when you save something, it can use your Google Drive. Now, for fun, we're in the algebra portion. Let's go ahead and input something. Let's go x squared plus 2. Now, when you hit enter, it should graph it for you, x squared plus 2. Now, you could also type it in x caret 4, but don't forget to arrow over just like in your calculator, plus x minus 2. Enter, and now I can put multiple equations on here. I can also change them, and that's going to be part of your process. When you're done with whatever you're going to do in Geogebra, you can go up to the menu again and save. And when you save it, you want to make sure you use your login. So mine, for example, is more M, and then put your title, polynomial worksheet, something like that. The other thing you need to make sure you do is make sure you make it public. By making it public, that will allow anyone with the link to open it or anyone to search for it and find it. And you hit save. Now, you can also do a number of other things. If you go up here to your menu, you can export it. And you can export it as just a graphic, a PNG, an animated GIF, or a GeoGebra assignment. And you save that. Now, once you hit save, it goes on the Chromebook to the files. And so we need to go into files. So there's files. And you'll notice it's in my downloads. Now what I need to do is so that as soon as I turn off the computer, I will lose this unless I grab it and move it over to my drive. Once I've moved it to my drive, now I can find it here, and it won't be any problem whatsoever. So make sure that when you download it, that you move it over to your drive and copy it over so that then from there you can give me a link. Now, another way we could do this is, again, from the menu button, you can share. And by sharing, I had to allow all my pop-ups, always allow. If I share, I can determine who I share it with. I can figure out what type of settings to use, and I can describe it. So a couple different ways that we can file, we can save, we can share, all sorts of fun things that can be done with Geogebra. And this way I can kick things to you and then you can give them back to me. And it works out very nicely. One other thing that we need to do is if you go up and grab the text box, you can add text in. And this is very important because on most of the assignments you turn in, I'm going to want you to put your name. So Mr. Moore. Even if you're doing just a screen grab of a file, you need to have your name somewhere in it to prove indeed that it is yours and not something you copied off someone else. All right, so number of things that we can do with GeoGebra. We'll get into the details of it a little bit later.